Yeah, salute Debbie Karen from the or Caron from the Philippines. Yeah, so welcome to Open Topics with Don Armando, the Martial Arts Edition. So I had to do this on Thursday because Wednesday it wasn't a good time because I was busy and with other stuff that I had to do. I had to run a lot of errands. So tonight we're just this is a martial arts safe space. You could ask any questions about the martial arts. I'm just letting people know I'm not an expert, but my co-host is. He's a second degree black belt in the Sado system of karate, and also if it's martial arts questions, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And I'm just saying that I'm not a martial artist yet, but if me and Pete's around, we could actually try to answer your questions. Either it'll be in this episode or the next episode. So feel free. This is a martial arts safe space right here. All martial arts, all disciplines is welcome on this page. So sit back. Todos los disciplinas de artes marciales. Bienvenido aquí de ese chat de Open Topics con Don Armando. Edición Artes Marciales. Us, Pete. All right.
Us. Us again.
Us.
All right. Want to respectfully do the dojo bow. Ushion, us senpai, us to all the newcomers, us to all the people that are aspiring to be martial artists, us to all of those that have love and appreciation for the martial arts, but their body is not letting them participate at the moment, us to those that might not ever physically be able to participate in martial arts, but the martial arts lives in their heart, us to those that were martial artists at one point and now can't participate. At the end of the day, martial arts is a journey. If you're interested in the journey, you could take it in the mind. You don't necessarily have to take it physically.
Pretty much.
A lot of street fighters, people that I know that were street fighters at one point and then became MMA fighters, they're self-taught to an extent where they saw a move work for someone and then they started practicing that move until it worked for them. And now here they are going into MMA with their street fighting experience, and then the coaches polish them just a little bit more, and then they become beasts in the ring.
Yep.
So that's how that works.
Yeah.
How's the weather over there?
I mean, today it was raining, but then it didn't rain that much when I went to pick up my wife. So,
Copy. Copy that.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Me and my wife,
That's-
Dad had.
Copy
Me and my
that.
wife,
Go ahead, bro.
yeah, me and my wife, we dad both had umbrellas today, so we was prepared.
I'm
I'm gonna be mad, right?
give her water. You go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so it was like I don't know. It was me and my wife. We was both prepared because one day, right? I always thought, like in my mind, because I actually thought they had worked for a time, that the best umbrellas that you could get was from Home Depot, right?
Mm.
Until one day when I went to pick up my wife, and then I got my umbrella when it was raining. That joint broke on me.
A $5 umbrella from Home
I
Depot.
actually thought they were durable.
Nah, those $5 and
that
$10
joint used to-
from Home Depot are
that-
terrible. They're terrible.
Yeah, there's some, but then there was one that lasted me like 2 years until it was like one of the rainstorms. It broke on me, and then I bought another one thinking that I was like, okay, let me see right there because it was a whole bunch of stuff, and then that broke on me. I was like, I'm better off just getting me a totes.
Yeah, they have them there too. They have totes. You know what I'm saying? I bought an umbrella from Home Depot.
Yeah.
I think it was like $45. That umbrella lasted me so long that I passed it on to someone else. I used to live in Tampa, Florida.
All right, well, the
time.
The one, yeah.
Nah, the wind wouldn't break.
But the thing is, though, it's
but
like
it
the
would
one
pop to the
here
other
in
side.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would pop it to the other side, but it wouldn't break it like how it would rip through the fabric if you get a cheap umbrella. $5 umbrella will pop to the other side, and then the fabric will rip off.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I don't like. That's the thing I don't like. In other news,
Yep.
I got contacted by
Hmm.
the World Karate Masters Federation,
Nice.
and yeah, guess what they told me?
What did they tell
Take a
you?
guess. Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess on the alphabet train.
They're gonna send you to Japan?
No, if I want to go to Japan, I got to pay for that
Oh,
myself.
all right.
They want me to be a part of their family system since I'm under
Uh huh.
Masoyama's bloodline.
Right.
So, for those that don't understand martial arts lineage, I'm gonna explain this in 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 plain terms. Masoyama, known as the God Hand, he is the grandfather of my system, meaning he fathered the Kyokushin Masoyama style of Karate Do. And under him was Takashi Nakamura, who came out with the Seido system, the Seido Karate Do. Under
Mhm.
Nakamura is William Oliver, who was my master, teacher, and professor. All right. So I'm under William Oliver, who's directly under Nakamura, and Nakamura was directly under Masoyama. So automatically, some way, somehow, I've earned right of lineage in the Masoyama bloodline via Takashi Nakamura. Also via Senpai William Oliver, who was also he was also a seventh Dan black belt in Kyokushin karate. So he passed away being eighth Dan black belt in Seido, but he also had a seventh Dan black belt in Kyokushin. And let me tell you something. Both systems are very similar, almost the same, but you still have to earn certain things side by side. So he was able to practice both lineages in his upbringing to the point where he was able to, be side by side with his number belts, which for me is a beautiful thing. Um,
Nice.
I am what we call a shodan. Shodan means first dan black belt. This is when you become a black belt for the first time. Okay, I am a shodan black belt in Seido Karate. Now, what happens with that is because I'm a second dan black belt in the Marine Corps, the World Karate Masters Federation is willing to bump me up to third dan black belt.
Congrats. Congrats,
Hoorah.
bro.
Yeah. So I'm about to be
Hoorah.
so I'm about to be promoted to third dan black belt. Obviously, like all karate systems, you have to pay membership dues and all that good stuff. But my paperwork and lineage is recognized to the point where my lineage is going to be on my certificate. That I'm under Masoyama and Takashi Nakamura, that I'm under William Oliver. So that's
Mhm.
it. That's all the paperwork I need. I don't even need to go back
Yo,
to the Seido Federation to get no paperwork. I just got acknowledged by the World Karate Masters Federation of the world. So What do I need to go back to the Sato Temple for? For nothing. To
Right.
say hi. To say hi. To say us. That's it.
Yep.
So that's
Congrats,
cool.
bro.
Amen, man. Um, I don't have to pay my fees and dues, membership, whatnot, but they're gonna send me two embroidery patches so that I can add it to my gi, and they're gonna send me my black belt with the three notches on it. Of course, some things I have to pay for separately because it doesn't matter if you're head of a system. You can produce the knowledge of martial arts for your students, but you can't just produce material things. Things have to be paid for and bought.
Right.
But other than that, bro, everything else is set up and good to go.
I hear
So here
you.
we go. My martial arts credentials are already, they're not on their way because I haven't paid any dues per se yet. But the letter's there. I already replied to it. So they're just waiting for me, to go along with the procedures of membership because everything is official through the World Karate Masters Federation headquarters in Japan. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful how they were able to associate 18 of the top karate masters of mainland Japan and Okinawa and make a one big federation, you know, unifying most of the karate schools, Shoten Ryu, Goju Ryu, um, some jujitsu schools as well. So everything is tied into one. I can't wait, man. It's going to be an experience.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Whew. We got comments going on over here.
Yeah. That's my
You,
homegirl Debbie from the Philippines.
what's going on, Debbie? Um, Missing the usual list of suspects. I haven't seen them in a while. Not that I haven't seen them in a while on this show
Yeah.
specifically. I haven't seen them in a while, like missing in action in a couple of shows. So with that
Yeah, I mean,
observation,
sometimes it's like,
hey, things happen. But with
yeah,
that
because on
observation,
Monday, yeah, I
go
know.
ahead,
I
bro.
mean, uh huh.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, because I did like a show like early on Monday. And then after that, I was like, okay, I did a show early on Monday because, I had to do something. And then when I went to like a interview and everything like that, so I had to do that. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm just gonna go to this interview, but before anything, I'm just gonna go and try to see if I go early. Because if I do get this job, I might have to go and change like the time frames of the lives and everything like that.
Of
So it
course,
might that accommodate my job time and such. So
of course.
it might be like a switch in schedule and everything. But in other news, what? I'm proud for you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you.
'Cause Ed El Rompiador from Instagram just joined. So shout out to him.
Shout out, shout out. Remember to pass by the YouTube, hit the like, leave a comment, leave a
Yep.
karate question, any kind of martial arts question if you have any. You know, just like I tell people, interact with us so that we can interact with you. This show is about y'all. It's about martial arts, but it's about y'all.
Exactly.
My
Because I'm seeing
channel,
one thing I have to say is like I see my fellow content creators in the Philippines.
yeah,
Oh, something I had to ask you.
hit me.
Did you create like your background for your channel yet?
I have not, because I've been praying this whole month in reference to my channel. God reveals things to you, but sometimes like you don't get the full message. So you have to really sit on it and
Right.
pray on it. So I've been praying on the channel this whole time, and the last thing God revealed to me is that I am going to be helping people that are going through stuff with the FBI and all types of stuff. And I said, "Word, God, that's how you want to do it? Then let's do it like that, because I ain't scared of nothing."
Wow. Wow, yo, God bless you, man. I'm like, sheesh. Now
There's
that's a revelation right there.
I'm not gonna go too deep into it because this channel's not about politics. So whatever political views I express for the next few minutes or for the next few seconds are my personal views, nothing related to this channel or to my brother Don Armando or to his personal view. That's a disclaimer.
Thank you.
There are people, yeah, bro. I've been doing radio for so long. I know what to say, when to say it. Um, there are people that are under a program called TAP. TAP is the Threat Assessment Program. It's sponsored by the city, sponsored by the state, reinforced by the FBI. And what they do is they put people on threat assessment lists so that the community can keep a watch out on them and so that cops can keep a watch out on them. And it gets deeper than that. I have somebody right now that I've known since 4th grade that's been on the TAP program for over 20 years. And it's affecting him to the extent where his job almost kicked him out, talking about, we're going to send you the form so you can sign up for disability because we might not be able to have you back at our place. Like, why? It's deep. But, that's just amongst other things.
Is it to the point that he can never? Is it to the point that he could never take vacations?
I mean, he can, but for the past 2 weeks, he hasn't been able to work because they told him to go home. That he needs
Not to be into politics and stuff.
I'm here. What happened? I didn't hear what you said last.
Wow.
What happened?
And you know what's funny? I believe you.
Oh, I know.
I believe you on that.
Listen, I was on tap. I was on tap at one time too.
Yeah,
but they tapped out and left me alone.
You got certain people, right? It's like I believe you that is happening because you got certain people, right? That they just want to, say, threats and everything like that. But I don't know what it is because I'm not that knowledgeable. But thanks for revealing it to me. I've actually heard of things like that, and but I didn't know what the program was or anything like that.
People call it gang stalkers. Where civilians are like eyeing you and provoking you and trying to make you come out your character just so that the cops can come and arrest you. They're trying to prove to the community that you're not fit to be in the community. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of those people are just regular, ordinary people, and they're on threat assessment for no reason. How do you have people that are not terrorists on a threat assessment list? Because you want to bother them. You want to make their life a living hell. So that's what he's going through. I'm gonna chop it at that. But when my channel goes up, I am gonna be standing up for those people that are TIs, targeted individuals. I will be standing up for you guys. You guys are not alone, and you're not hated. Okay, there are people out here that understand what you're going through, and if no one's told you that they love you today, hear it from me.
Amen.
I love you. We love you. We're here for you. I'm saying you're not the only one going through this threat assessment. You're not the only person that's a targeted individual. You know, you might be on the list by mistake. You might be on the list on purpose. But at the end of the day, you are a person and you breathe the same air we breathe. You have the right to live in liberty like any other American that lives in this country. Amen.
Amen.
So I can't wait, bro, because that's something in me, man, that when it comes to helping, something in me like drives me. Like I get this extra burst of energy. Like, what are we doing? Oh, we're helping this person.
Amen.
All right,
Yo,
what else
David
did I-
Oste, shout out to you too.
Shout out.
Just 1 second, Pete. I have to do something. I'll be back.
Go ahead, man. Excuse me. In other news, I was out and about today amongst the community, and for the first time in maybe a year, I participated in handing out food, pantry style and whatnot. Next week, Thursday, I will be in charge of running the set pantry. I'm not going to disclose the location just yet on YouTube because I'm not trying to have people rush over there just so that they could talk to me, that place is not for that. That place is to give out food to the community for those that are in need. This is in Harlem. So just part of, what I want to do, for the Harlem Family Center, which is the building that God has revealed to me that it's going to be my chaplain headquarters in Harlem. That's what it's going to be called. And that's what we're going to be doing. That's one of the things we're going to be doing. Amongst having, I want to have a local dentist in my building where children can get their teeth cleaned and checked and, get themselves their little toothbrushes and toothpaste and whatnot. It's time to give back to the community, man. A lot of people are out here looking for the bag and almost becoming millionaires, except to the point where they don't understand how much money they spend on their vices or in devices. There's so many people spending so much money on devices out here. Like, some people will turn around and spend $8,000, $10,000 right out of their taxes, to get a bunch of computers and tablets and stuff that they don't necessarily need. If you can save your money just a little bit, you'll understand and notice that you don't need to have a certain amount of money to be happy. You can really step up to the plate and take something out of your savings and make someone else happy for the rest of their life. I say you don't know who you're blessing when you're out there in the community giving back to the community. You don't have to put money out, but when you invest your money to give back canned goods and fruits, vegetables, stuff like that, food is a daily necessity, man. People are going to appreciate it and they're going to start talking about it. And that's a good testimony builder right there. So
Exactly.
anyone that's trying to give back to the community and trying to grow, especially not grow politically per se, but it will help you grow politically. Because once the people know your name and all they start chanting is you, what I'm saying? Even the people in office want to know who you are because then they want to help as well. So it takes one person to carry the torch so that everyone can follow the light. That could be you. You know what I'm saying? Let's step up to the plate, gentlemen.
Exactly.
Hey, ladies, let's do what we got to do.
Amen.
For real.
Yep.
A quick shout out to Tragic Magic on YouTube. That's my boy that I know since 4th grade. He's standing strong, going through his situation.
Yep.
And one of the kids ran up to me to tell me that they're done with their food. I'm like, you couldn't tell that to any one of your brothers and sisters so that they could help you out? You want to come running to me? I'm on the radio. Like, what you doing? So, yeah, man. It's crazy. So, just a quick message to the men out there, instead of trying to live your life balling, pretending like you lit, how about give back to the community and actually be really lit? Because let me tell you something. There's no greater power.
Yo, shout out to Big Ultra Ego, Lil Super.
All right, shout out. There's no better.
Yep.
There's no better feeling of pride and honor than when you do something for the community, and even if you forget about it, people stop you in the street. Hey, aren't you that person that was doing this, and that? Yeah, that was me. Oh man, thank you, man. You don't know how much that helped. That's that boosts you up as a person, man. It makes you want to do good all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dog's over here barking. She hears you talking.
Oh wow.
I don't know if she thinks that you're at the door or something, but no, he's not at the door. He's in the living room.
Oh, wait a minute. The husky?
Yeah. She over here heard your voice and started barking. Ruh, ruh. I'm like, man, be quiet. Ain't nobody at the door. That's exactly what she does when there's someone at the door.
Wow. Yo. I gotta admit, I love those dogs. You know what I'm saying?
My dogs are great. Except the husky. She's dumb.
Yeah, the poodle.
Yeah, cool.
I hate that. I hate to say it, but sometimes, those huskies will get extra aggressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen. When they go into defense mode that they're protecting their owners, you don't want to mess with them because they forget that they're part dog. All they could remember is that they're part wolf. And they're different. That switch flicks, and all they can remember is that they're part wolf. And it's a problem. They're not like pit bulls.
I can imagine.
They'll like if wifey's walking with the dog and someone tries to say hi to her, it's a problem. The dog will flip and she'll call me literally just so that she could put me on speaker so I can talk to the dog for the dog to calm down.
Wow.
She gets in defense mode and she doesn't unlock until I tell her it's okay, relax. Don't Shane.
Wow.
So
I just remember one day that I was at my homie's crib and I had a husky try to chew up my bag. I had to get that husky off. I was like, dang. So tough one.
So the German words for thank you and thank you very much, danke schön. When my husky, any of my dogs, that's how I train them. I train my dogs to when I say danke, it means attack.
All right.
Everybody thinks that I'm talking German, which I am, but I'm talking German with a different signification. So I'm not saying thank you. I'm saying thanks to my dog, and my dog knows that the word thanks means attack.
Mm.
And then I stop my dog from attacking by saying danke schön. Thank you very much.
Mm.
That's it. So she would call me that the husky's being rowdy, because people are trying to say hi to her. I would like, put me on speaker. Hey, Rogue, danke schön. And she would calm down.
Yeah.
Why doesn't she listen to her mom? Because she doesn't trust, if the mom is actually safe or not. But she'll trust me if I say it. Radio.
Got you.
Another one just pulled up. At least this one said, excuse me. I'm like, uh-huh. I'm full. And I want to go to bed. What should I do with the rest of this food? Put it in the fridge, go to bed. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I was saying earlier when you took a 2 second break that today for the first time in about a year I was in the community giving I was in the community doing pantry service, handing food out.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. I'm back on my game, man. I just need a heal now. I'm back on my game, bro. Because that's what I was doing before.
Yep.
So I'm back on my game. Next Thursday I'm gonna be in charge of the whole pantry. And like I said earlier, I can't give out the location because I can't just have people pull up because they want to talk to me. This is for the community, for elderlies, disabled people, veterans, for them to pull up and get some food if they need it. So at the moment, I can't disclose the location because I don't want people pulling up just for political reasons. I want you to pull up if you have a necessity and you're from the local area. No, I don't need people coming from the Bronx or from Brooklyn or from all the way downtown just to, that's you, bro. Oh, okay, hi, how you doing? What do you want? I know you to just come all the way from downtown to pick up some food from the pantry because there's pantries everywhere downtown.
Yep.
So, not saying that anyone from anywhere else in the area is not invited, but this pantry right now is semi-private, because it's not disclosed to the whole community. It's literally for the elderly, the veterans, and disabled people.
Yep.
So that's what I'm doing, bro. I'm back on it. And that's pantry work. That's pantry work. Last year, what I was doing was actually handing out food, cooked food already for people to eat. I'm saying so. Hopefully, I'm gonna be doing that as well.
Yeah.
And These are all things that are going to be a part of the branch of what is Harlem Family Services. We're going to be helping families, helping communities. One plate at a time, one mind at a time.
Yep. So, all right. There's a question that I ask and whatever, and it's about karate.
Okay.
So, all right. I knew that I watched certain stuff about Okinawa and everything like that. So, what do you know about the system on Miyagi though? The real one, not the one that everybody talks about, the Karate Kid and everything.
Um. Well, the real Miyagi Do karate was founded in 1585, and it is mad old. It's mad old. You know, there's a lot of Miyagi Do is basically is basically based off the Karate Kid stuff, but its actual foundations, are prominent to Okinawa, and the time of its foundation is definitely something that's a part of history, as opposed to this whole Karate Kid, Cobra Kai mumbo jumbo that they've decided to try to turn into a system as well. Like, there really is no such thing as Cobra Kai, but people believe these actors so well that
Right.
they're talking about joining a Cobra Kai school. I'm like, there is no Cobra Kai school. Like, what are you talking about?
Yo, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, when I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, when you're a kid, right? But then after
Right.
a while, when you look at it, I'm like, no. I, I was like, something's fishy. You just can't put your hand on it, but I'm like, something's fishy. But they say that the Miyagi Do, right, is actually
Yeah.
based off Goju Ryu.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
based off Chujin Miyagi. You know what I'm saying? Chujin Miyagi
Hmm.
was one of the founders of Goju Ryu Karate. So when you say Miyagi Do,
Yep.
what you really mean is Goju Ryu Okinawa. That's what you really mean.
Hmm.
Now this is why if people were to understand what was the magic pose of Karate Kid. What was the bread and butter magic pose? It was the crane kick, right?
Yes.
It's the crane technique. So what does that show you? The crane technique, or the white crane style of fighting, came from China. All right. This is what made karate in Okinawa, the white crane style. So when you say, oh, the crane kick, the technique that Daniel used, yeah, that's from Miyagi Do and or Goju Ryu. You know what I'm saying? Same way it could be Shotokan, same way it could be Kyokushin. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all white crane based.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like that's what if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Goju Ryu that's um I think it's Van Cleef style, if I'm not mistaken. Ron Van Cleef. Yeah, because yeah, he says that he is the founder of Chinese Goju Ryu Karate. I guess the system that he named. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I think that's his style. Oh, and Timac also. He was under Van Cleef too. Yo, Pete, you there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm over here talking up a storm, and it was all muted this whole time.
Yeah,
All
got you.
right, so
Yeah, it was
uh,
Van Cleef. I believe that's his style too. And Timax.
I was explaining. Besides the fact that Van Cleef was a Marine, um, he has a black belt in Kung Fu, Karate, Judo, Kali, Jiu Jitsu, and Taekwondo. All right.
Yep.
He he trained in Goju Ryu under Peter Urban. He trained in Wing Chun. He trained in modern Arnis, which is the sticks. He trained in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He trained in Sanokus Ryu with Moses Powell, which is basically V Jiu Jitsu. He trained in Shotokan Karate with George Cofield, and he trained in Jitsu with Donald Duncan, Ronald Duncan. So he has an impressive record. Like he has competed in over 900
Yeah.
tournaments. That's wild. So he's a retired
Hmm.
five-time World Karate Kung Fu champion and a five-time All-American champion. That's amazing.
Wow.
That's an amazing record.
Hmm.
But yeah, Van Cleef is from Brooklyn, New York. Stand up. Joined the Marine Corps.
Yep.
Served. He was stationed in Okinawa. Third Marine Division, and then that's it. From there, he just started doing a whole bunch of martial arts stuff.
Yep.
He joined mixed martial arts and literally lost his first debut match, and it was against one of the Gracies. And then he just left it. He left it at that. He didn't want to bother no more with that.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
Whew, my nerves are my nerves are killing me. Obviously, for all the running around I did today.
Mhm.
But I spiritually feel better. That I was able to go out and do
Yep.
something and help and talk to a few people, give them a good word. That's basically it, man. I really need something to keep me busy, not because I need it physically to stay healthy, but because I need it spiritually to stay focused.
Yep. You know, they said that the late Patrick Swayze practiced several martial arts such as wushu, taekwondo, and aikido.
Patrick Swayze
I was like,
was he
wow.
was yeah. Why you think he was kicking butt in Roadhouse?
Yep.
That wasn't just choreographed. That was him moving his body. Those were his roundhouse kicks.
Hmm.
So yeah, he was doing his thing.
Yeah. And Barack Obama, well, he's on record on being a green belt
Okay,
in taekwondo.
okay. So you
I'm
need.
like, okay. And
By the
then
time you become a green belt in
and then
Taekwondo, you can kick everywhere.
yeah, I know that Ashton Kutcher is he says that he's blue belt in BJJ.
Yep,
I'm like, wow.
yep. There are a lot of people out there that are martial artists, and nobody would ever know because nobody is looking at them like that.
Yeah.
Where is the charger so I can charge my phone? All right. Yeah, like some people didn't know that Dolph London was a second dan black belt in Kyokushin.
I mean, he kind of figured it out when it was that movie. It, well, it was actually two movies that I could actually say. When it was the first Punisher that he was in, and Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Yeah, my bad. Had another one of the kids pull up. Showdown in Little Tokyo was good. That was very good.
Yes.
But nobody would figure that Dolph Lundgren was a karate man if they were gonna base it off his his Rocky role. You know what I'm saying? Which he portrayed very well,
Yeah.
very very well. Everybody could have swore to God that he
Hmm.
was a Russian boxer, but no, he's not. Regular American dude that's actually into
Hmm.
karate.
Yep. Hmm. So
Yep, I'm
I
here.
don't know, cause I'm hearing a lot of political stuff. People that don't like the other side, this, that, and the third. So this is what I'm saying. Since we're actually living in an age where opinions hurt people's feelings, and by that people want to call the authorities or whatever have you. Like, my thing is that you have certain people who are trying to clown the martial arts because they don't want to practice it, or they don't have like the discipline or stuff.
Or the
But
heart.
my thing is that okay, because yeah.
Doggy.
My thing is that how do you say to these people who are who want to clown the martial arts, but the thing is though, they have like a pseudo political interest in just trying to tell people not to defend themselves. What would you have
Well, I
to
mean,
say to an opponent like that?
this is my thing. To people like that, I really have nothing to tell them because those are people that are just trying to troll. I don't pay attention to trolls. You know, those are people that are leaving a path of destruction. I let them destroy themselves. You know, you're not going to tell people out here in the street that they see that things are going wrong and things are bad, that they can't defend themselves because that doesn't make any logical sense. Obviously, self defense is the only way, reason of method if you're going to do something out here in the streets. Because if you shoot someone, you are going to get hit with, you know, you're going to get hit with a man one charge. You know what I'm saying? And if you hit someone in the leg and the arm,
Yeah.
you know, they're still going to hit you with assault and battery. So for that, you know what I'm saying? Someone tries to come at you and you defend yourself, you know what I'm saying? You putting hands on that person minimal, very minimal. But what you're doing is highly effective. So you
Right.
neutralize your opponent without having to hurt them as much, and you don't get hurt at all because you defended yourself. As opposed to how in New York they want you to
Yeah.
just get into a fight and not do anything. Let them defend you. Nah, I could defend myself.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. It was it's something that, and then on top of it, in this current day and age, not to veer off the topic of martial arts,
Right.
but what do you think that between last year 2024 and 2025, a lot of the authorities are going after these rappers? Do you think it's targeted, or do you think that it's it's a big conspiracy? Because we're just hearing bam, rapper get arrested, bam, rapper get arrested, bam, gang OG gets arrested, bam. I'm like, I'm like, okay, dad, like, geez, that's what I was like. Yeah,
Those are facts,
live in the
man.
straight
That's
and narrow,
true.
because you don't know what's gonna happen.
It's sad, man, when stuff like that
So
happens.
these, I don't know if I could even call it a witch hunt anymore.
Lo que no cabe como ponerse pedazo de pernil a la y creer que yo no voy a querer
Yeah,
más y tocar y morder y mira.
yeah, uh-huh,
Yeah, that was a WhatsApp audio.
all right, yeah,
Yeah, I got people hitting me up and I sent them a message. I wanted to make sure that the message was clear enough. So yeah, it was clear.
like,
OSBA
all right,
still getting
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep. It never fails with this mic on mute.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
fails. Never fails. So I was saying, the vibes. Some people learn when, some people see when they get close. Some people have to get close to see. Um, some people have to go through the journey to find the answer. Some people find the answer to enjoy the journey. It all depends on your perspective of life. If you think positive, positive things will come to you. If you think negative, you're attracting negative
yep,
things to you. So I've had a
pretty
hectic
much.
couple of days. I've had a very hectic couple of days, but I have not let it affect me spiritually because who I believe in is the Almighty that healed my dad from AIDS. So when you see something like
Yeah,
that, that's something that you can't unsee. So I have enough faith. I have enough faith for more than one person. Because honestly, I have faith in my God that saved me from the battlefield. I have faith in the God that
yep.
saved my dad from that sickness. And I have faith in that Almighty Father who saved my grandpa, who was a hard man. My grandpa was a hard act to follow. You know what I'm saying? And he was not that kind of
Wow.
person to just go to a church. So when I heard that my grandpa was going to church for the last 2 years of his life, that to me was one of the biggest victories ever. So I have more than enough faith for one man. That's a fact.
Yep, yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Other than that, just taking my time, slowly rolling with the punches, learning the ropes. You know,
Yep.
next week I have a follow up appointment to see what's going on with my back,
All right.
and with that will come the follow up
Yep.
of the what do you call this, the physical therapy and whatnot, and I'll be able to heal faster
Mm-hmm.
and do what I got to do better. It's that simple.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So those are the updates on my end. So my apartment has one, two, three, four, five, six. It has seven smoke alarms. Out of the seven smoke alarms, four of them are in the freezer
Wow.
because they go off all the time for no reason. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I put them all in the freezer, to try to avoid all the noise and all that. It's un escándalo. Like I hear them going
Mm-hmm.
off in the freezer right now, and it's like, really, what fire or smoke is going on in the freezer that y'all beeping?
Mm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ah, they finally turned off. And then when you hear all the alarms beeping, it sounds like they're arguing, like if they're beeping at each other. Beep boop beep 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 boop beep
Mm-hmm.
beep boop, beep 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 beep. I'm like, yo, why it sounds like the fire alarms are arguing with each other? It's crazy. It's funny, but it's crazy.
Yeah. It was my queen actually telling me something.
That's cool. I'm just chilling here. Um,
Yep.
I know I'm done for the night. Like I
Yep.
know I want to go to the store because I need to buy some stuff, and I don't want to go.
Right.
So that's how that goes. So I don't even want to go downstairs, but I have to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I won't do. I'm not gonna send wifey downstairs to run to the store to bring stuff back to then leave to work. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That is ridiculous. For that, I might just turn around and sacrifice altogether and not go outside at all, and just wait for tomorrow to get whatever drinks I want or whatever. Like, learn to sacrifice, discipline.
Yep.
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 That was her telling me what time is it and where's her phone. I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't have your phone next to me. You're not gonna catch me anywhere near your phone. So I don't want you anywhere near mine.
Mm. Got you.
For real.
Mm. Yeah. I guess it's company. I guess it. Well, hopefully, maybe like around this time or next month. I think I'm just gonna go and cop me some new ups.
Uptowns.
And then shout out to you know to one of the Instagram subscribers. I see life as a joke. I mean, I don't know what his screen name's like that, but shout out to him.
Shout out to all the people watching later, sharing, liking, leaving comments, not leaving comments. Shout out to all of y'all. This show is about y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's about martial arts, but it's about y'all.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I think she might call out. If she calls out, then there's no going downstairs at all.
Got you.
Yep. Seen any good fights lately?
Mm, I can't really say I have. I mean, I seen a good. Well, I can't really call it a good martial art fight. It was just a basic street fight in Philly. It was funny though, but I can't really say it was good.
So, like I said, she's gonna call out, and she did. She definitely did. She's sitting here in the co-pilot seat.
Gotcha.
You could say hi.
Salute.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, Lord. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yep.
Lord.
Yes.
Oh, I heard you want to slap more yarn. That was for the baby.
Yeah, block chop.
What was it? What is it?
Right there. That whole box.
It's yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It sounded like I got a whole bunch.
It's no time to talk about yarn. Stop being a yarn face. You're yarning everywhere. You're yawning too much. Yarngasm face. This woman literally has like $1,000 worth of yarn, and Amazon knocks on the door like at 7:00 at night. I'm thinking it's my new phone, and it's a freaking box full of more yarn. I'm like, really? More yarn? Oh, I heard you in my sleep. You said more yarn. I'm like, yeah, more yarn. Más fire. More fire.
Wow. Yeah,
She's
shout
already
out to Jasmine Achi.
okay.
Yep. So, for all my followers up on Instagram, if y'all got any questions about the martial arts, ask them. I mean, we're bilingual right here. Me and Pete speak Spanish, so you know.
Hablamos inglés y
We
español,
could
mi
answer your
gente.
questions. Say dos
We
bilingüe
speak the
aquí.
English and the Spanish. Good and bad.
Yes.
Hablamos good and bad.
Ya tú sabes, maní.
Aquí hablamos de todo menos disparate, mi gente. Hagan preguntas si tienen preguntas. Estamos dispuestos. Like I just said in Spanish, we speak about everything except garbage. So please ask questions,
Yep.
interact with us so that we can interact with you.
Mm-hmm. La tribu 04. Saludo, manín. ¿Cómo está?
Saludos.
Yep.
Pardon me, guys. I forgot to mute before blowing my nose. But since the cat's out the bag, well, meow. You got it. You picked it up now.
Don't
He
let
picked it up now.
Tuxedo Cat hear
Since
that.
the
She'll
cat's
be
out the
coming.
bag, meow.
Yeah.
No. Listen, man.
You keep flipping the yarn around like that. I'm supposed to know what that means.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the wait a bit. 1 and 2, it's baby yarn. And 3, that was the color I got before we knew the gender. So I thought it would be nice because it has the pastel that's in it. Remember, when I make the stuff and we take pictures, it's of my product of the baby, so it's a gift.
Wonderful.
Okay, so
3, 6,
Cote
9.
has a question.
Chicote. drug addicts dangerous if they learn martial arts? Let me tell you something. If a drug addict starts to learn some type of discipline and gets into martial arts, that person's gonna quit drugs. Because once that martial eye opens, you don't have time to train.
Got you. Tribu. Ahora estamos hablando de un arte marcial y todo, ya tú sabes. Sensei is a master, is a second, well, he's going to be a third degree master in Seido Karate. Because Tribu was asking, like, since you're a sensei, like, what martial art that you know? So,
all right. Well, just to answer that real briefly, I'm a Shodan in Seido Karate, also Shodan in Kyokushin Karate. I'm a second Dan black belt in the Marine Corps. I'm a brown belt in Judo and Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a brown belt in Kali, which is stick fighting. I am an advanced blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu, and I am a green belt in Taekwondo. So all around, I kick butt, but I have come out with my own system, which is based off all the bread and butters of every system I've studied. And that's basically what I teach. I call it the Lion's Paw system. And yeah, be fierce. Be fierce like the lion.
yep.
Us.
Puss.
Yep. Any more questions?
So he said that he salutes the divinity in all of us. Thank you.
Amen. Blessings, brother. Safety. Thinking that much for that one. This one's for this one. No, this one's too fat. Yep.
You tell them what you have?
No.
Oh, it's actually.
When we get off the show later, I'm gonna let you know what the doctor told us what it is. The baby.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Tribu 04. He says that you guys are doing great work. I'll be rooting for you guys on the sport from the sidelines. Appreciate it.
Gracias, tribu. Gracias. De lo mío.
Yep. You guys can call me Threevu for short. All right, got you. Threevu.
I already know. I already know.
Yep. Yep.
This was that.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why I got you for him.
And I'm done. Here, Yarny.
Yeah, help me first time.
Help you what? You're gonna put that in that?
And this, yes, that's why I got it.
Why would you take that off?
Oh,
That wraparound. Why would you take that wraparound
All
off?
right.
Okay.
I didn't think it was gonna work.
Yep.
It's not tight. I know how I wrapped it.
Mhm.
Got you. Excuse me.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Mhm.
I just think it's gonna be too heavy for this. Let's see. Or maybe not.
All right.
Cute.
Yeah. So shout out to All right. Shout out to Jazz.
I guess so.
Shout out to my Philippine people.
Shout out, shout out.
In the box.
Yep. Oh yeah. I got a special for you. That's for all my subscribers on YouTube. Before I hit 1K, I'm telling to all my subscribers, you're gonna get the wrench. So Jazz 12 Team G Cash and Mary Tays, have you have the wrench right now. So tell anybody who's from the Philippines, like, hey, it's right here.
Congratulations on getting wrenched. Welcome to the mod family.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Ah. Ooh. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Ooh.
I'm on a radio. Lorraine.
You want to tell people about me? I'm gonna show you my wife. Here you go tonight. This is my man.
I'm gonna show you a wife. Here's a clip of Lorraine from Matt TV.
This is out there.
Yes, yes. All right. Hello, goodbye. So that part. That part. Welcome to the Hello Goodbye show. Hello, goodbye.
As let's see. Well, what I'm about to show is, know, you know, that a lot of people may or may not know. It's pertinent you know, to what we're trying to talk here of the the of when Bruce Lee first and last came to the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
1970.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I'm
I
proud and
look through
honored
these
that
pictures.
Bruce Lee made a book called Memories from Dominican Republic. Just that alone is that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up. He made a book called Memories in Dominican Republic. That's fire.
Yep.
Talk about putting DR on the map again. Put us
Hmm.
on the map again.
If my dad was alive, if my dad and my uncle was alive, they will actually they'll actually they'll actually be like, yo, you was in DR. I'm like, yeah, dad.
I'm pretty sure they knew because
Yeah.
that was a big deal. That was a big thing.
I mean, yeah, yeah. Looking at Bruce Lee drinking a Presidente.
Right? Look at his
Yeah.
face, realizing that Dominican beer is not American beer.
Yep.
His face is saying, "Oh, this that good stuff.
Yep.
This my friend, good stuff. Be water, my friend."
Hmm.
That Presidente will make you want to train after you drink.
Let's see.
Like, be like, "What's going on, man?
Another
I'm in
image.
train right now."
All right.
That man was a MVP VIP in an international scale, and he came to DR and was walking around literally a living legend. I can imagine how chaotic the National Guard had to be outside on some protection duty.
Yeah.
This is Bruce Lee we're talking about. You can't just let any man approach the man. That was the man. Not that he couldn't defend himself, because obviously he could,
Yep.
but because you don't want your compatriotas getting hurt either.
Hmm.
Don't approach that man. He's dangerous.
Yep.
I got this. No, you don't. Bang! El diache, te lo dije. I told you. Piti boom! Te lo dije. Unfortunately, some people only learn their lessons with pain and not with the knowledge of accepting the knowledge that was given to them. You know, people want to go through the pain to be able to understand, oh, I'm supposed to lift my foot when I get to the rock, not let the rock hit it. Ah.
Yeah.
Even though I was told that there was a rock.
Here it is.
What you found?
Shoot. Mm-hmm. Well, his first demonstration, I'm trying to see, of his kung fu in the Dominican Republic, but it's not showing up. All right, got it.
It was hard to take still pictures back then. You know what I'm saying? Especially when somebody's not being still.
Yep.
These new cameras now don't matter how much you're moving. They get you and that's it. If you didn't like it, delete. But back then there was no deleting. People had to stay still for that picture to capture. Let's see what we got going on here.
Yep. Just have to go and reload it again. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm gonna try this again.
You got it working?
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to it's getting like a little bit slow or something like that. But it's working. I'm just trying to see if I could get like a picture of I guess
Fedor, what's going on, brother?
yeah. Well, I'm sharing next is I guess another picture of Bruce Lee when he was in the Dominican Republic, 1970.
So we're here just waiting on Don to jump back on the studio. Um, the yard sometimes has this thing where if your internet fluctuates for even more than 5 megabits of speed, it'll kick you out thinking that either you're not being active or that you're not properly connected.
All right.
But at least it doesn't cut the show off completely, because that would be a bummer. So technically, you're gonna have to, if you want to show a video or something, you're gonna have to download it personally to your own
Yeah,
computer,
because they're not.
and mhm, and knock you out because you're using
Yeah,
internet
pretty much.
on the yard, and then using internet trying to stream while streaming.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're doing too much, kick.
Yep.
For real. Gonna have to download the video and then present it directly from your drive, so that the yard doesn't feel like you're using too much internet. It'll kick you out. That's bogus.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know.
Welcome to the yard.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So we were given the news that we're having a boy. You heard, Don? He's there somewhere. Armando. Yep, he got kicked out.
Internet issues.
Yeah, this this streaming service is no joke. If your internet flinches for a couple of bits per second, it'll kick you right off.
It's like downtown right now. I know it's not cool. That's
It's
how you
not.
learn about how old you are and how better you got in understanding. Yeah, and this money is worth it because this amount of get. If you live that life, yeah, you need it. You can't even dim me down.
Like, my laptop has 6G Wi-Fi capability, and our internet is our internet is basically T1, and I could literally take my laptop outside all the way down the hallway and still be connected to the internet with good speed and still good balance. You know, it's very important when you have Wi-Fi in the house. It's very important to have a good router. My bad, a good router. So the better your router is, the better the productivity of your internet. And if your router's not so good or whatever, get an extender. The extender will really work magic. You know what I'm saying, in your apartment, in your house. You don't lose no speed, you don't lose quality of service. Everything is up to speed, like if you were next to the box itself. And that's really needed. The bro should be back soon. Until then, Let's talk about. Let's talk about simple troubleshooting of what to do when you hear a fire alarm go off. You know, of course, fire alarms are indeed a major caution, but we cannot.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, brother.
Yeah,
You got Tuxedo Cat with you?
and I got Tuxedo with me. She wants her five
Hey,
minutes of Spain.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yep.
Oh, he's
She wants the
cute.
5 minutes of fame and everything like that.
5 minutes
Oh,
of fame with Tuxedo Cat.
Yep.
what's up, tuxedo? Oh,
Yep. Yep.
look at cute. Ooh, look at that face. Look at that face. The cat want to make you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true. He knows what
Trust
I'm
me.
talking about.
That is talking about that. That is the best time that she actually does. She like when you're actually tired of stuff. The next thing you know, she's right there with you.
She said, "I'm ready to go to bed. Let's go. Wrap it up." That's an amazing
It's
like
either
companion.
that or you know.
Hmm. I need a cat like
Yeah, it's
that.
like with her. She actually like fabric that when you wear a robe and everything. When you
Uh
wear a
huh.
robe and everything like that, she'll
Yeah.
she'll go she'll stay with you for like 2 or 3 hours and then she goes to sleep. So she always
Tuxedo
wants a
Cat.
5 minutes of fame. Get a dog,
Uh,
yeah.
Oh man. Rogue heard him talking and thought that he was at the door and she started barking.
oh boy.
Rogue, Rogue. I'm like, there's no one at the door. He's on the computer.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Oh, is she growing up? Leave my dog alone. Who I gotta call a dog? I always say my puppy. I have to wake up
She
now.
no puppy no more.
Oh,
Right.
The Mexican word of today is wheelchair. If there's only one donut left, don't worry, wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Hey, Ninja Cat. Got the black cat all the way down the hallway. Momo just went into our room.
okay.
She's looking for you.
Oh, no, not be a ninja. No, let's not start because then she's gonna start talking. I don't want to talk.
Man, I never heard a cat go meow macaw. I'm like, what's a meow macaw? I'm like, since when do cats go
Wow.
macaw? Since when?
Mm-hmm.
My
Wow.
cat, my cat will seek so much attention that she'll say her own name. Mama, mama. I'm like, yo,
You know.
you want us to call you that? You want us to call you out that bad? What an
Yeah.
attention seeker!
Sometimes,
Like,
sometimes I just say a Smurf to this cat, and she just comes up and everything.
that's cool.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now this cat want to play fight.
Shit.
Right.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
cats love to play fight, but they don't know when to stop. They don't know when to cross. They don't know when they're crossing the line. They start putting them nails in. It's like stop.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Or sometimes they'll just give you like an undercover bite, and it's like okay, yep.
Yep.
They'll be giving you the undercover bite when you're just not looking. It's like I'm like really okay, got you.
That's wild, wild,
But then
wild.
sometimes it'll be like that. Yep.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, talking about interesting fights. Yeah, I did see a fight, but okay, it was just a hood fight. It was between. I'm just gonna say right there because I'm not gonna go around and you know put anybody out there because you don't because now there's a whole bunch of tapes, and then if you actually say a person's name, whoop, there's a case. So it was a fight between these two individuals, KL and MT, where MT just got the brunt of it, and KL beat this man out of his pants, so to say.
Wow.
One thing I got to say is that they actually, yeah, beat him out of his pants, and let's just say there's stuff that we did not want to see, but basically the man just got defeated in his pants,
That's wild.
so to say.
That's
Yeah.
unprecedented.
Hmm.
That's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yep.
Yep, indeed.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully next week I could actually get the whole footage of Bruce Lee if I can.
Have a problem downloading it? Let me know, and I'll figure it out for you.
I well, even though I'm about to just close out and everything. You have any last word, Pete?
Stay what it is.
Well, I mean, no last words. Just same words of always. Stay woke, stay vigilant, stay safe. You know, remember to keep your eyes open.
Yep.
Because not everything that you see is what it seems. Right. So
Yep.
just stay focused. Sometimes you have to open your eyes to see things. Sometimes you can see them without opening your eyes. So try to keep your eyes open and perceive what's in front of you.
Yep.
Don't be deceived by that you can't see. Us.
Hmm. Us. Well, that's all, folks. Catch us in the next stream where we actually show the photos of when Bruce Lee was in the Dominican Republic. Peace.